there! Today I am bringing you a different kind of video because it is a exercise challenge video. I had been feeling like I kind of wasn't moving around as much as I probably ought to, and I was just kind of feeling lazy and I didn't like it, so I decided to challenge myself to 30 days of core exercises. So I kind of wanted to go over the process with you guys, as well as kind of show you the struggle as I was doing it. I have not done any sort of exercise for probably 2 years at least. I have gone on walks every now and again, but I really am not doing any sort of exercise. So, just to give you a little bit of background, I did used to do weightlifting probably 3 years ago. I also had started running, but I went to London and on the flight back caught some sort of cold that messed with my lungs, and I was not able to breathe without getting a sharp pain in my chest. So I kind of put exercising on the back burner until my lungs fully recovered, and I stayed away from running and weightlifting to avoid that pain because it was also very, very scary. It was on my left side, so that's kind of why I got off of the exercise train. But before that, I had been exercising for 2 years. I had my first gym membership I had ever had. I had a personal trainer, and he taught me a lot of different exercises and the proper form and all this stuff. So I do have a little bit of experience doing different sorts of exercise, but I have been away from it for a long time. So that being said, it was very hard to get back into. I will show some clips of my first day, midway, and the last day, just to get an idea of the struggle. So with my past experiences with exercise, I had always been really, really sore because I was always pushing myself to lift more, exercise harder, and all this stuff, and it made my overall life a little miserable because I was sore all the time and couldn't do basic things like walking upstairs. I mean, I could walk upstairs, it was just painful too. So I knew with this challenge I wanted to do something a little simpler and kind of to ease my way into it. I wasn't sure how much exercise I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted it to be very, very minimal because I didn't want to burn out like I had in the past. So that being said, I kind of had this thought in mind of doing maybe 10 to 15 minutes every single day for the 30 days. So I downloaded this app that I have had in the past. I really, really like it. For me, having a guided exercise routine daily is very helpful for me. I personally don't enjoy exercising, so for me to have some sort of guidance actually helps me stay on track. So I have an app called 30 Day Fitness Challenge. They have lots of different kinds of challenges. So it's going to be hard for you to see, but they have ab, full body, butt, arm, and leg. And they have different, so this is what it looks like. I'm sorry, my screen is broken, but this is what it looks like. And then if you go to, let's say, full body, they have varying degrees. They have easy, 2 sets of easy, 2 sets of medium, 2 sets of hard. So based on, you know, how you want to start, it gives you 30 days. You click on the first day, and then it'll show you the exercises, and it'll walk you through it. So I'll click start just so you can see. There's an ad I had to skip. So here it's showing the first exercise.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do the exercise.
So then it actually counts for you, and then we'll tell you when you're done. So it'll go through.
Start at a slow.
So it'll go through all the exercises, and it does provide you guidance a bit. So I really like that just because I'm kind of a structured person in general, And if I don't have that structure, I feel like I'm not going to do it. So it was also very encouraging for me to be able to have that check mark after I completed each day. It just made me feel accomplished. So that's kind of how I wanted to go about this challenge. That's based off of me personally. You might find that, you don't need that structure and you just can do whatever exercises you like, and that's great. This is just something that I know because of my personality. This is something that I needed in order to actually be able to accomplish this. So that being said, each day varied from about 8 minutes to I think the highest was maybe 12 minutes, maybe 15, very short exercises. So with this kind of being the minimal effort that I could possibly put into exercising, I wanted to see if that would make a difference. So I did weigh myself at the beginning of the challenge, and I did do measurements even at the beginning and at the end. So I'll go over that last. I want to go over first how I felt. I did each of the exercises in the morning first thing. Obviously, I was tired and wasn't really feeling like working out, but I just got into the routine of doing it every morning. So, to start off my morning, I'd brush my teeth and then I'd go downstairs and I would do my core exercise. What I noticed after doing the core exercises is one, I was not hungry anymore. I thought that was a huge perk because that kind of postponed my first meal. And me struggling with overeating, if I can postpone my first meal for as long as possible, I'm going to be better off for the day. So suppressed hunger was definitely a huge benefit for me. I know some people actually get hungry after they eat, so that might not be the same experience for you. That's just what I experienced. The second big benefit that I noticed, especially doing it in the morning like I did, is it actually woke me up. I felt much more alert and I didn't feel groggy at all anymore. So it did definitely help with my energy levels. In a second way it helped with my energy levels is I felt energized for longer. I noticed that I wasn't feeling tired around 3 o'clock like I had been in the past. And I thought that was really great just because I really wasn't doing that much exercise. And to, spend 10 minutes in the morning to feel energy for an extra 3-4 hours at the end of the day, I thought was well worth it. Now for some downsides. So starting this challenge, I was already aware that I have a herniated disc in my neck. So with that being said, I wanted to be very cautious of the core exercises that I was doing. So I did have to adjust some of the exercises. I wasn't able to follow the exercises as it was in the app, but I made sure to do an exercise every time the app had an exercise. So I still did the same quantity of exercises, it just was in a different form. So I did need to alter the exercises that I did so that I wasn't putting additional stress on my neck because I have a neck issue currently. So with that being said, even though I was altering the core exercises I was doing, I was feeling some tension in my neck and a little bit of pressure in my lower back. Planks tend to do that for me, and I was doing quite a bit of planks. And the neck issue was really just because I was doing some forms of crunches. So obviously, if you have a health concern, try to adapt what you're doing to kind of support that health concern instead of inflame it even more. So the other downside of this is I did not lose any weight. And I'll go over my inches too, but I was hoping there would be some sort of weight loss. Maybe I was a little naive to think that because I was only doing 10 minutes, but I did not see any helpful fluctuations in my weight. Now for inches, most of the measurements were exactly the same. So during this time, I had actually gained 3 pounds because obviously exercise is not the only thing that affects your weight. But even with gaining 3 pounds, 3.8 pounds to be precise, I still lost 1 inch from my bust and 1 inch from my thigh. So I think that's kind of telling right there, because you would think gaining 3 pounds, everything would be bigger, slightly. And although some areas were bigger, some areas were smaller. The thighs getting smaller by 1 inch, I thought was pretty remarkable, because I gained weight because of how I was eating, but actually lost inches on my thighs. So that's kind of interesting. And I think a lot of people make the point that exercising helps with body composition, not necessarily weight loss. Although it can help with weight loss, it really, really helps with body composition. So something interesting to keep in mind. So all in all, I thought this 30-day challenge was definitely worth doing. I think it's good to incorporate some sort of movement just to keep your joints limber. But also the benefits that I saw from just putting a little bit of time into movement, I thought was well worth the investment. So I am continuing to do some sort of movement, and I'm actually currently working on another 30-day challenge. So please let me know in the comment section below if you find these videos interesting. I know I've never done anything exercise related on my channel, but I had been feeling a certain way and thought maybe it'd be helpful if I made a video about it, and maybe help you guys if you're kind of feeling the same way, like you need to move a little bit more. So let me know your thoughts. If you guys aren't interested in seeing anything about exercise, then I won't post it. I'll just kind of do my own thing. But I really do appreciate your guys' feedback, so please let me know. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.